Good morning, guys. You ready to go over Bitcoin? Wow, yeah, crazy stuff going on in the charts. We're going to go over the breaking news today for Bitcoin. But guys, I want to start here. Four days ago, I think it was 4 days ago. Let me check this real quick. 4 days ago, I came out with this video for Bitcoin, and I was expecting to see Bitcoin go up to 35,000, and I was expecting to see a drop down at 35,000. Now, from a technical analysis point of view, and we're seeing a touch on a descending trend line, this is usually where we start seeing moves down, guys. But I want to do this, guys. I want to just be honest with you and say, although I called 35,000, this did not end up playing out correctly. And I did make a mistake, okay? I really want to admit this on here to keep you guys just transparent of what I'm calling and make this true. I did not follow the metrics as well as I could have, okay? And that's just my mistake on the videos. If you guys ended up following the metrics, these will update at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. For Bitcoin, it wasn't ready for a drop yet. So I did get a little excited on here. I thought we were going to see a drop, and it did not happen. This came out 4 days ago, and we saw this pump. Let me show you guys what it looked like 4 days ago on the chart here. So yesterday, this updated. So we have the 26th, the 25th, the 24th and the 23rd. Okay, right around this 24th area is right when we hit around that $35,000 mark. And I'll show that to you guys right here. 24th and the 25th. So 25th put us right here. If you look at the 25th, yesterday was the 26th. So we have the 26th. And then we have the 25th. We weren't actually even into the excited or the greedy section of the emotional index. I should have waited to call that when we were up here. I have learned to trust the metrics more than any of my technical analysis now. And this is actually what called the drop yesterday. So if we take a look at Bitcoin today, based off the metrics yesterday, we can see that this called the drop perfectly. We got up to the greedy section, and historically when we've got up here, we just can't get any higher. The emotions of the market are what drive this market. I'm telling you guys, the retail trader emotions are what whales are coming in. They're shorting like crazy or they're buying like crazy. So when we got up here to the top, and I called those exits yesterday, and I sold all my Ethereum, all my Doge, and all my ADA on this channel, you guys saw that, and then I actually ended up buying back into Ethereum and Doge. You guys can watch the Ethereum video on this channel if you would like for that, okay? But taking a look at yesterday, we did see a very nice drop, and if we just waited to get up to the excited and the greedy, historically it dropped here, we dropped over here, we dropped here, we dropped here. Like, it's very clear when we get up in these areas, we're going to see drops. All right, so what are we looking for as far as Bitcoin in the next few days? Well, let's take a look at the trend exhaustion real quick and the price versus the well money flow. Money flow is heading out of the market. That's very obvious with the green line moving down and the pink line moving down, which is structure of the price, okay? If structure ends up moving sideways, pink line moves sideways, and the green line starts moving down, this shows me that money is moving out of the market on the exchanges, and this does not have a chance to move up because money can't flow out with the price going up. Just does not work, okay? Simple supply and demand. A trend exhaustion, this is starting to move down. This actually pumped up a little bit faster than I thought. I did not think we were going to pump up this fast, but it's okay. After the drop, we ended up seeing that. And yes, we're up a little bit if you guys followed the videos yesterday and you guys followed the live trading metrics over here on the front page. What I did yesterday after I got out of Ethereum and Doge, just to make this really quickly, guys, I just came over to the live trades for Ethereum. I placed in my buy limits. They got picked up, and now I'm sitting in the profit here, very small to mind you, about $74 in the profit. So I took a profit yesterday about $548, I think, something like that. And I did a withdrawal on Coinbase. So I'm sorry, $546.80 was what I made yesterday, and I took a withdrawal on that. Now we're up at close to $75 today because I bought back in and I used these metrics over here at Trade Confident. Okay, let's go back over to Bitcoin. Expecting to move down again, possibly. Let me go over the metrics, and then I'll just give you like my little gut feeling, okay? So I'm expecting to move down there. Make sure you guys are watching this because it's going to update at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So this is actually a sign we could start moving down, and I've shown this to you guys on the charts. When you guys see price action moving up on the long and short trades, the long is obviously green here. When price action moves up, and long trades move out of the market, this is absolutely unsustainable. Like the simple supply and demand of volume, you can't have price structure moving up when you have long trades moving out and you have short trades moving down. Like this is due for a move back down. I don't know how else to describe it. It just cannot work. When you see price structure moving up here, so price structure moving up, now follow my mouse straight down, long trades moving out, price structure moving up, this will not continue up. It's impossible based off volume flow, okay? So make sure you guys like literally watch it right here every day. Make your trade calls, okay? Long for short trade risk. Obviously, yesterday was the best time to do a short trade. If any of you guys shorted using these metrics, which I know a lot of you guys are, some of you guys are with hundreds of thousands of dollars. You're messaging me now. So those of you guys who shorted, you guys did not get out at the bottom at all. There's no way you could have called that. So let's say you got about 5 to 6%. If you're doing 5x leverage, you did about 25% yesterday. If you got out on the dip, it may be close to 50%. We'll say if you guys shorted in the market, depending on what exchange you're using. I'll go over what I think is going to happen here, but let's follow the metrics. The biggest thing, guys, that I want you guys to watch is just every day at 8 o'clock, watch the metrics. Hopefully that's what you guys are getting out of the last few days. I made some pretty bold calls yesterday by selling all of my positions in crypto, and we did see a drop. It was a bold call, I'll admit that. Maybe it could have been done a little bit more gracefully, but I did expect that drop because we saw these metrics. Let's keep moving down here, okay? Let's give you guys a full update on Bitcoin. Well, in institutional smart money, this is where we saw yesterday that a ton of shorting pressure came into the market. Now, I love showing this to you guys before the metrics update because anyone can have metrics update and just say, hey, look what happened. I proved to you that it worked. No, that's not integrity of a channel. I want to show you guys what the metrics showed yesterday. So if you got in, then we can test the accuracy of them by getting on the charts and being like, did they hold true or did they not? Anyone can say something happened once it's in the future. You can't do that once you're held to the gun and you're like, hey, Travis, here's your metrics. Did we end up shorting? Because your metrics said we were due for a short yesterday. Your metrics said we were due for a short yesterday. Did it actually hold true? Yes, they all held true yesterday, and we did end up shorting. So watch when this comes out. You'll see a drop here. And this is what I want you guys to watch. If you're looking to get back in very strongly, you want to follow this metric here, I'm just watching this, looking for long trade sentiment to start building up on the top side. We saw it over here, and we saw a nice move in the market. We saw a nice pump in long trade sentiment here. What do we see? Saw a pump in the market. Long trade sentiment shot up here. We saw a pump. Long trade sentiment shot up here. We overextended ourselves a little bit. We saw a pump. It's holding very true. Right here, dropped down, saw a pump of long trade sentiment. We moved up. We moved up over here as well, and then over here too. So this is what I'm using. I also used this yesterday because I saw this and I'm like, oh my gosh, we are very, very low on here for the short trades. I think people are going to come in here and short this. And that's what a lot of people did. And they made a great deal of money. I know some of you guys emailed me yesterday and you said, Travis, I didn't sell, but I shorted with you on your sell call. And they made a good amount of money. So great job for doing that, guys. Support and resistance prices. We are so high up here that we literally are waiting for more support and resistances to actually form for this metric because it was such a ridiculous move up. Give this about 3 or 4 days, guys. This will all update and I'll keep you updated on that. Okay, real quickly here, I'm going to go over the breaking news for Bitcoin, but the dollar cost average buys, if you guys want just the best metric on the market to get in at lower prices, I've been telling this to you guys, if you guys put your money into any one of these, and here's how you read this, literally, this doesn't come out every 4 hours, so you have to worry about it coming out while you're sleeping. Like everybody can get into these signals here. It comes out at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that's 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Like everybody's up during that point. Quickly check these metrics and this website at that point. If you guys want to throw in $1,000 on each of these, your decision. This is entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor. Throw $1,000 in at each of these, throw $10,000 in, throw $50,000 in. You make the decision, throw $100 in. This is probably the best metric on the market to call the best dollar cost average entries. And then everybody who entered into any of these last 5, you are all in the profit. So great job for all of you guys who just, followed the metric and you guys are up. This yesterday was calling a drop, as I showed you guys, and we dropped very hard. We called the drop here, it called the drop there, called the drop here, even called a small drop here. We called the drop there, we called the drop here, we called the drop here, we called the drop there as well. So incredibly accurate metrics. If you guys literally just want to buy on the green and sell on the red, be my guest. These metrics are fully at your disposal, and you can see this on every single one of these top cryptos. Okay, quickly, I haven't covered this a lot. We are getting closer to coming out of the death cross, but just to be clear, we are not out of a death cross for Ethereum yet, just to put that out there. Okay, you guys know where these metrics are. Come get them. It's $49 a month. Enjoy it for as long as you want. I will be looking to up the price of this soon, so if you guys would like this, enjoy it. You guys get access to all these top cryptos. Okay, breaking news real quick, and then we'll end this video, and I want to give you guys a little prediction of what I feel on Bitcoin real quick before we end this. So, the last few days, people came out with the conspiracy theory, not saying that conspiracy theories are wrong at all. I'm not trying to say that, but there was this theory that basically Amazon was going to accept Bitcoin. Okay, this article comes out today. Bitcoin recoils after Amazon flatly denies cryptocurrency support and speculation. Okay, so Amazon is definitely not going to be accepting this. They came out and basically flat out just denied it all. The City AM Amazon rumor was the catalyst for one of the biggest surges in recent months, which was yesterday. On Monday, Bitcoin climbed all the way to 40,500, a level a level not seen since June 15th. Amazon has since refuted any plans to accept crypto payments by the end of 2021, leading the Bitcoin price to crash to 37,000. Now, I know BitBoy and other people came out saying that maybe Amazon will accept some other currencies in the future, but those are all still speculation, and I'm not going to even try to cover those because they are speculation yet. So at this moment, it's been denied, and I think that's probably why we saw a little bit of a breakdown. So right now, we are seeing a little bit of a jump in the market. So am I expecting to move down or move up? Be honest with you guys, I am going to wait till 8 o'clock for these metrics to come out and then give us a decision. As mentioned on the Ethereum video, depending on the metrics of what they read, I may actually sell out of my Ethereum if I expect this to go a little bit lower here and then just buy back in on another dip. I'm not saying I'm expecting this to drop out all the way, but I'm saying I've personally already made a little bit of a decent money in here. For those of you guys who are watching this channel, if I get up to $100, what I'll probably do is just take some profit in here, because I do think what could be a scenario, I'm going to emphasize could be a scenario, is I think we might be seeing a little bit of pumpier people trying to make back their profits, and then this could actually just start heading right back down. Now, this obviously could start moving back up, but the metrics, watch them today when they come out. Are we sitting more on the side of where we could drop, or are we sitting on more of the side where we could move back up? Watch this closely, and that's how you can make your decisions. But I may come out here and just go ahead and exit some of this if we start seeing this pump up really high to this point up here, because I'm going to go off a gut feeling on this. I normally don't do this. I want to stick to the metrics, but I just have this little bit of a gut feeling, if you guys give me grace for this for a second, that I think if we do pump up here, we're going to see a move back down here. Okay, I don't feel as though this is totally sustainable, but let's get emotions out of the way with, and let's follow the metrics. The metrics stayed true. It called the drop, and this is what you guys need to be accessing every day to help you guys trade more confidently. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. Sorry I didn't mention this in the last few videos, because just a lot of things. The trend exhaustion, the price versus the money flow, and the trend exhaustion, trend dashboard, they're all going up in price. August 1st, it's about 5 days. So if you guys want any of these, just go ahead and snag them now before I up the price, because I'm using that to pay some other expenses on the business, to give you guys, just make metrics run better, keep more uptime, and just help us all make more money. So there you go, guys. God bless you so much. I'm sorry. Let's go back over to Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Bitcoin, and then keep an eye on that. I am expecting to see maybe a little bit of move up here, but I don't know if it's going to head all the way up and keep lasting to another higher high. Watch the metrics on that. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.